Seattle Made is a great initiative, in particular because I think in an increasingly global marketplace and economy, there's tremendous value in creating a sense of place around products. In addition, at THEA, we're very focused on a sustainable future. And I think building local and regional economies is inherent in a sustainable future.
We're a founding member of Seattle Made because we really believe in the importance of local craftsmanship. This whole artisan urban economy movement is critical to the sustainability of our cities and who we are as friends and neighbors. I mean, being able to run businesses in neighborhoods, I believe, adds to the richness of who we are and our connection with our customers.
What got us excited about being part of the Seattle Made project is that 40 years ago, Paul Allen and his entrepreneurial spirit co-founded one of the most iconic companies in Seattle, Microsoft. And so from that humble beginning and understanding that power of how two entrepreneurs from Seattle can change the world, we believe it is vital that we support and help foster local entrepreneurs and producers who are already making our city a better place.
Local businesses, particularly manufacturing companies, they have a different cycle than office and retail does. So for us, it's about a diverse economy. When the office and retail markets crash, typically our manufacturing maritime folks stay very steady. And so those jobs, those revenues, those tax revenues we can count on. Additionally, those jobs are typically achievable for folks that don't need a four-year education. So to a broader market of employees, which we would love to support. Everyone should have a job.
When you support local companies that are based here in the Seattle area, it just really enriches the entire economy of our whole area, both culturally and economically, and just in pride of ownership and pride of spirit in the Seattle area. And BECU has always tried to kind of enhance. We're member-owned and member-focused, and we know our members really love this area, and so anything that we can do to enhance that and to highlight that and to make that even richer and make the economy stronger in this area, we try to be a part of.
I do think local manufacturing contributes an awful lot to a city's sense of identity and the kind of community that we have here. And I think that happens really a lot on the smaller end, small-scale manufacturing, because that's what I think where a lot of the creativity is and a lot of the heart and soul is in manufacturing. And I think that really makes Seattle someplace that's special. I think that does it for communities all over, but I think especially in markets like this one where you're challenged to have small manufacturing companies, I think organizations like Seattle Made make a lot of sense.
Seattle is off the beaten path when it comes to places around the United States. You can't just pass through Seattle and get to somewhere else unless you're going to Canada. So it has to be a destination. So I think the program that Seattle Made has put in place is going to help drive people to this destination. And once they get here, they're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, what got me really excited about Seattle Made project is that Umpqua Bank is a community bank, and our it's built in our culture is really to help the community out.
Washington Federal started out as a small business back in 1917, and we realized the importance of having a healthy community and how that relates to a successful small business. So for the banks, we feel that it's important that we invest in our community and the small businesses. And by doing this, this will create the high quality of life and the diverse economy that we want in the Seattle market.
Seattleites are doing a lot of really cool stuff, and they're doing it often, and they're all over the place. I mean, you throw a rock and you hit a Seattleite who's trying to do something. And so the partnership with Seattle Made was kind of like a no-brainer. It was like, you guys help us, we help you. We want to talk about the people who are your members and who are part of your association, because everyone has that story where they're trying to make it, they have made it, and they're basically coming together and really embodying what Seattle, our new culture, is right now.
When Seattle Good Business Network contacted us about Seattle Made, I knew immediately that this was something that we needed to get behind as quickly and as strongly as we possibly could. It is at the core of the co-op's founding documents, governing documents, our culture, the community, the values of our community, that we really work to improve our regional food system, that we support Seattle businesses, that we have as many sort of Seattle-based and Washington-based manufacturers as we possibly can. And so this just seemed to me like an incredible opportunity to really work to move the entire system forward as quickly as possible, just by getting everybody talking to each other and really getting our name out there, getting our brand out there as, you know, Seattle-made companies.
Using a product that I know is made in Seattle, it makes me feel really good. I know that the transportation has probably been pretty minimal, so really good for the environment. It just makes me feel good to think about I could know, or I do know, the person that made this, and that's really kind of old-fashioned and yet something I think we really need to get back to keep our economy going.
Small businesses are more creative. Actually, it's been said that the ability to innovate and the desire to innovate are almost inversely proportional. The little guys who have nothing to lose try all kinds of new stuff. The big guys who have all the resources are scared to try anything new. So that's why in the beer analogy, beer had gotten bland, yellow fizz water, and now the beer world is full of exciting stuff where people come from all over the world to Seattle for the small local breweries. It's fantastic. But what also excites me about Seattle Made is that we can spread this word. You know, a lot of people haven't thought about it so much to know that, gee, if I buy local, I'm actually helping support creativity, quality, and local economy. And that's going to be important.
It's what makes Seattle Seattle. We love this city. This city is who we are, and we want to make it a great city. And part of that is supporting each other in that industry. Whatever industry that may be, if we can all come together, it maintains that identity of the city, helping us become what we want to be.
I think that small local businesses, producers of any sort, really are the backbone of any economy, and certainly of a local economy. Not only does it provide jobs and of course, you know, the very visible things that you do know, but it also provides an intricacy and a much more interesting fabric of our communities. And it's a place where I feel like it's a place where we can support each other. And that's a real connection. That to me is community, when we can have a face-to-face interaction of meeting the producer, of going into a store where they're showcasing local producers. You're in touch with your community, and so I think that makes you more invested in your community, and that makes it. That's beyond a city.